right? So we're going to go back to our drawing that we were doing before. It's our character model building. Now, once we have this, this is the great thing. We can now draw over our picture. Now, this is where we start getting a little bit heavier with the pencil, right? So if we have light lines, we're going to make sure that we're getting a little heavier with the pencil. We are going to take our pencil and we're going to draw the shape and the outline body structure of my person. So let's say if this was my person, I'm going to think about, I'm going to go down, up. I'm going to think about what he has. Let's say, does he have a face mask or do he have muscles? Well, let's start drawing the neck first. So there's my neck. It connects. You're going to draw just an outline over everything you already did. So if this is my neck, these are my shoulders, these are my muscles, this is my arm, this is the chest area, this is the side of my body, this is my other arm, this is where my elbow is, this is my forearm, that's this right here. Arm, then my chest, then my side. Then I have my hips, and then I have one leg where my knee is, and then the bottom leg where your calf is. Now remember, your calf is a muscle, so make sure that you provide this little muscle right here. The bigger you make it, the stronger your legs are. You're going to connect to the middle, not all the way to the middle, just off to the side. And we do the same on this side. One leg, the knee, where your calf is, connect. And now my head, I'm just going to draw an outline around, make sure my head fits, and now my hands. We all know humans, which I'm drawing today, has 5 fingers. You could draw as many fingers as you want with any of your characters. One of my favorite characters ever that I've ever loved since I was a kid were Ninja Turtles. I know Ninja Turtles only have like 4 fingers, 3 or 4 fingers. So it's not necessarily human hand, but today I'm drawing a human, so I'm going to put all 5 fingers. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the thumb. So we're going to draw the thumb. And on the other side of the thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 5 fingers. Now, I would draw 5 toes, but my character is going to have some boots. So I'm going to make them really high boots. So I'm just going to draw the bottom of a shoe, right? So we all know that our shoes just have a flat bottom and a round top. And this is the most basic drawing we're ever going to do. Now that we have the outline of our character, now I can start thinking about the things that are on my list. So let's see. What's on my list? First thing is a face mask. Well, I don't want a face mask for my character. I do want him to wear sunglasses, though. I think he's going to have sunglasses, so I'm going to draw sunglasses. Just like myself, I think he should wear a red hat, so I'm going to put a hat over him that's red, and it just goes right over his sunglasses. Almost looks like a Pokemon hat, but no, it's just going to be a red hat with shades, and then I can draw the rest of his face. So once I have my glasses and shades, I could put his nose, and I think my superhero wants to look a little bit like me, so I'm going to give him like a really big beard like I have. You see that beautiful beard I have? That's what we're going to draw today. And a little mustache. So yeah, Mr. Josh kind of looks like you, kind of does. Maybe I think I'm a superhero. Right, the next thing, now that we have everything on the top part, which is here, I'm just going to check this off. Check. The next thing we're going to talk about is our boots and our shoes. So I could go to costume design, but I don't want to quite yet. I'm going to go boots and shoes. So thinking about boots, I want him to wear rollerblades, or roller skates. So I'm going to put 4 wheels right here. You can now see the back wheels and a stopper. And we're just going to draw whatever we want on our character. And then he's going to have high rollerblades. And so they're going to be roller skates, so they're going to be up here. And then I want knee pads. So I'm going to draw some knee pads right over. And the good thing, again, if I sketch this, all I can do is erase this line right there. See? And this is what my drawing should look like. Some hard, heavy lines, your sketch light lines, and that's what it should look like. And then everything you're drawing on top of that. Please feel free to use markers, color pencils, anything you want to change the color of what you're drawing on top of your pencil. All right, so let's go back to this. Belt, cap, gloves. We got cap. How about that? I have a cap on mine. Perfect. We have boots and we have shoes. Perfect. We're going to go straight to the rest of the costume design. So this is where it gets interesting, is whatever you want to wear. He could have, let's see, my guy should have, I want my guy to have armor. So I'm going to give him a chest plate. It goes right down the middle. He has a chest plate and he has metal arms. So I'm just going to draw some metal arms on him. Let's see, I could use like a gray. I'm just going to draw some metal arms, and metal arms are represented by the lines. So he's going to have metal arms. And then what should we do for the middle? I could do whatever I want. You could do whatever you want. This is your drawing. So what we want to think about is anything else. Maybe he just has a blue t-shirt over the chest plate. So I make sure I get some blue. And I draw the t-shirt that ends where? Always on his hip. So he has a blue t-shirt with some metal arms, maybe some blue gloves. And for the pants, I don't know. Maybe he can have, that's the cool costume design. He's going to have gray pants or grayish pants. Gray pants with some pockets. And I'm going to color it in gray. This is just a sketch color. You color it in fully. I'm going to color it in. Matter of fact, we'll wait till we get there. So this is our character. I drew everything that I needed to outside. Does he have a logo? Sure. I'll give him a lightning bolt right on his chest. Oops. A lightning bolt. There you go. This is my character. Now, the reason why we have this character drawn like this, and the reason why we sketch first, we outline, and then we color in. Before we color in anything, you see all my sketch lines? Because you will have them too. You will be able to turn around and get rid of all these little marks. So once you get rid of all the little marks, you will know you will be left with just your outline, which is great because now you don't see all the little sketchy pencil marks. And now after it's all done, you could go over all your outlines with a marker or a colored marker or a drawing pen, whichever you choose. And then we could go in and we can color it in. So now that this is all outlined, I can color it in. So I'm going to color in my pants gray now because I said they were gray pants. So I'm just going to make sure I color everything in. Gray pants all the way down. Gray pants all the way down. And, silver arms, metal arms. And we're going to make sure that is a light gray and metal. We all know that my shirt's blue, so I'm just going to color it blue. I'm going to go with blue gloves. Maybe blue knee pads, blue skates. And last but not least, his chest plate with his lightning bolt. And of course, color the face because his face needs to be colored. All right, so that is my character. That is everything that I checked off the list. Is everything I wanted in a character today. So I'm going to talk about what's next is the superpowers. Let's talk about some superpowers right now. So my guy has super speed because he has rocket skates on. He has metal arms, so he is bulletproof. So these are all the things I'm going to write inside my little box. That way, whenever I have to draw my character, if I think of a story, I can always go back and look at this sheet and say, oh, I can make a story of maybe the bad guy shoots him and the bullets bounce off because he's bulletproof or laser proof. So I need that way I can always remember. That way you can always remember. So I'm going to write uh, bulletproof. My guy also is fast or super speed because, again, superhero. And he can speak any language. I always think that is a cool thing to have, a superpower to have, just in case he can speak to anybody in the world, no matter what race, no matter what ethnicity, no matter who you are, even pets. He can speak to fish like Aquaman. He can speak to aliens in an alien race. So I think that is a good thing to have. Next, we're gonna go to origin. So my origin for my character, let's say he was made in a lab. After he was, let's say, struck by a spaceship. Okay. If you want to add more detail to that and you want to add like a bigger story, just do not write it on this sheet. Take a side notebook and just write as much as you can as a story for your guy. And maybe that could be the first comic book you ever make is the story of your superhero or supervillain or your character in general. And then what am I going to name this character? I am always partial to whatever my name is. As you can see in most of my artwork, I write sketch on everything. If you can't see it, that's because it's flipped around. There you go. Now you can see it. You see all my stuff and all my artwork has sketch on it. All my clothes have sketch on it. So my character's name is going to be called Sketch. And that's my superhero. So I need you to practice this. You don't have to use just one sheet. Nothing is ever final. Keep practicing. Draw multiple characters. Pick the one you want. Maybe you drew something on this page right here, and you want to use it for another character. You want to take bits and pieces. Like, hey, I like the knee pad idea, but I don't like the skates. So my next character might have knee pads, but they might not have skates. Or I don't like the color of the hat and I want to change it. Or maybe he just wears multiple hats. Or I don't like the lightning bolt and I want to change the logo. These are things that you have control over because you have the power to make anything you want. Next week, when you come in and we sign in and we're back with Art with Mr. Josh, we're going to talk about poses. We're going to talk about dynamic poses. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what that means. We're going to talk about how, there you go. We're going to talk about how moving your hips and your pelvis can make your character start from standing still to actually moving your body and twisting your body. And we can do that in 2 easy ways. And that is next week's episode. So please come back. I hope you do. I hope you take this lesson and practice this whole time. If there are comments, please leave some comments for me. If you want to show me your pictures, link it in there. I'll be more than happy to look at them and talk to you about them. Until then, I'm going to say peace out from my spray trooper, stormtrooper to you all. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay healthy. I hope you stay busy, and I hope you stay drawing. Have a good day.